Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with realistic economy just southeast of Billings, Montana at a rest area. I had to move the truck because it technically was not in the rest zone, so I'm parked a little funny. I had to actually get way over here to be into it. I better rest before I start getting some fines because it's a little past 8 o'clock, which is 8 minutes past my bedtime. So let's go on. Let's go to bed. Had 107,800 in the bank account. Alright, so someone did something there. Couldn't quite see. She leveled up. But I see we got like an extra $3,000, maybe $4,000 in the bank account, which is lovely. Let's fire up the engine, which I should always try to do before I start the morning. Let it warm up a little bit. But I'm not going to let it warm up too much because time's a-wasting. I don't think we can get to Seattle today. That's quite of an ask, really. You're going to see here just a second we got 879 miles to go. So yeah, and the day before we did like 720. So I don't think that mileage is going to be attainable. The one thing that might be attainable is getting up to 120,000 in the bank account. Could that possibly happen today? If that happens, that means we'll be purchasing a truck and hiring another driver, getting our other than ourselves, our sixth driver. And another driver just means more income, faster money. Not much luck with traffic today, it looks like. That Volvo truck's going to let us out because that's what Volvo trucks do for other Volvo trucks. Probably not, but you know what I'm saying. But we do have a full fuel tank because we gassed up the night before here at the rest area. And now we're just flying. So we're on the I-90 westbound, and we're going to be on the I-90 westbound all day long. But we are technically in Montana, just north of Casper, Wyoming, and southeast of Billings, Montana. And just put the pedal to the floor. This load is not really expected until Thursday afternoon. It is Wednesday morning. So, you know, not a big deal if I don't make it there today. And if all goes well, I have like 200 miles to cover in the morning. And that should be easy peasy, nice and easy if we don't run into any roadblocks or detours or any of that thing of that nature. Looks like we are going uphill. So I shouldn't have to worry about any exit ramps or anything like that, but I will have to, in case there are interchanges, I should pay attention. Just to be sure. But once we get to speed here, since most of our day is going to be in Montana, because Montana is a rather wide state, and we are pretty much in the southeast corner of Montana. We got to head to all the way to the west side. Speed limit's only 65 in Montana, huh? I thought it was a lot faster than that, but whatever. Whatever. Hey, bringing me another 2,400. Thank you very much. Just keep bringing me in that cash. We do have our $3,000 loan payment at what? 10 of noon. So like around 11:50, we'll hit. You know, we'll pay off that $3,000. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of a long shot to get up to where we need to buy another truck today. I would love to just to get it started. Because after we buy another truck and hire another driver, the next step for this company is when I hit around level 15, we're going to trade in this Volvo truck. And we're going to trade in for another company, another vehicle type, another brand. Depending whatever dealership is there when we get to that town that day. If it's a Volvo dealership, then we'll just move on and try another city. And we have all of the dealerships unlocked except for Freightliner. Haven't come across one of those just yet. Like I said, I'm not going to go out of my way to try to find one. It's not like, why I got to go find one. We'll find one eventually. And we've driven a few of those the first couple episodes of this series when we were working for others. But just to keep it fresh, we're going to trade in our trucks occasionally. But right now, I think that in the beginning of the series, should I call this beginning of the series? Because we're like episode, what, 26 or so? Somewhere around there. but every like 5 levels we'll trade it in, because we bought this truck at level 10 and we have unlocked a few things. So when we buy another truck at level 15 and trade this one in, we'll be able to beef up the truck we're buying a little bit better. I was like, you guys gonna get off the interstate or whatever you're doing? Alright, probably don't want to take this corner at 65. Actually, speed limit is slowing down to 45. There is a dealership there. It looks like a Peterbilt, so... yeah, you're going to let me go, aren't you? Because I'm way ahead of you. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Alright, just get cruising again. I think we might be approaching Billings, Montana, be my guess. Hard to say because I never... actually, I've only been through Billings once, and that was quite a long time ago, so I don't remember much about it. Also, we're going to find out, like I said, it's not going to be today that we get to Seattle, but it should be tomorrow morning, that when we left, where did we leave? Dallas? I think we were in Dallas when we took this load. And we just barely went over to level 13. But we are traveling almost 2,000 miles with a fragile, high-value cargo that's kind of an urgent delivery. The question is, can we get almost a full level out of this on this trip? I'm guessing we're going to fall short, but I can't really say for sure. I would like to get back in that lane, but there was a car there, but I think they're getting... I'm going to put my direction light on and just kind of like mosey over. Hello, Billings. How are you doing? Fine day you're having here. Sun's out. Once again, no rain. Wouldn't think that I-90 going through Montana would have all these little turns here and there. Okay, way station. I don't know, 74,800 pounds. I have no idea. Have no idea. $74,800 was my guess. Alright, well, 78.8, so I'm in the ballpark. Ah, it's one of these exit way stations where it's only 15 miles an hour, huh? No speeding ticket. Speeding ticket doesn't hurt as much now as it did way back when I got that one, right? I think I paid a $400 speeding ticket, and the trip I got paid like $424. Still 15 miles an hour? Really? Still 15 miles an hour. Still 15 miles an hour? Are you kidding me here? Is that broke? There we go. Jeez. Let a man get up to speed. I know, I kind of pulled out in front of one of you. I'm not sure if it was you or not. Do apologize for that, but the speed limit for me was only 15. And the last thing I needed was a cop to be behind me. I mean, it's not a big deal if I get a speeding ticket, but I don't want to. I'm trying to obey all the laws here. Okay, 70 miles an hour, we'll do 73. We're more than fine doing 73. Hopefully we can pick up some time today. I mean, I want to get most of it done. I would like to have less than 200 miles to go to wherever we get to where we get by the end of the day. But I'd like to have our trip under 200 miles left to Seattle. That way I can turn and burn out of Seattle. And like always, when it gets around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll have Cindy get the GPS map out. We'll try to pick a rest area for ourselves. Always good to have a good solid plan behind yourself. But what we do know, back to the money situation, trying to get enough cash today to maybe buy a truck. Definitely, if not today, definitely be tomorrow after we get to Seattle, because we're getting paid like $8,000 something. Yeah, $8,000 for this delivery if I get it there in one piece, and that would be more than enough to go ahead and buy ourselves another truck and hire a driver. And I would be looking for any driver that at least has, if optional, one skill point in the long distance and a couple other points into whatever. Doesn't really matter. But I'd like to get the first driver, or drivers now, at least have one skill point in long distance. That way the first day or so they're not taking just quick short trips back and forth. At least they'll give more options. I don't want them not having any options for deliveries because they can't drive that far. So at least one skill point would be good. And even, at this point, probably even if the driver only has one skill point in total, but as long as it's in long distance hauling, then I'm happy with that, I think. But you know me, I'll probably change my mind when it comes time, and I'll say, well, on second thought, So I am speeding way too much. Speed limit's only 65. I'll get a ticket at that speed. Hello, Bozeman. Okay, that hasn't popped up yet, but hopefully we can check it off. That guy doesn't care about the speed limit that much. We should be fine on the fuel because the way our driving is now, as long as we have a full tank when we leave off in the morning, should not be a problem whatsoever. We do have one skill point in fuel economy, so that's going to help us out enough, but I think now we probably won't touch fuel economy until they get up to level 31, will it be? 31? Now, I thought before we only had 4 skill points in the long haul, I said long distance driving, but I think we actually have 5 points in the long distance driving. So now I'm just going to kind of focus on fragile and high value cargo, and then probably put some points into urgent, or I may open up more trailer possibilities by getting us into the flammable tankers. I don't know what you want to call that skill point, but I think it's flammables, right? I have no idea. Like I said, it's been a while since I restarted the profile. Just cruising through Montana on a glorious day, hauling 3 Kennys to a Seattle dealership. Are they going to... Oh, we get in the fast lane to get this guy some room, but... There we go. That guy just pulled right back over. He didn't care. We're going to the port of Seattle. Alright. Well then, who the heck knows where these Kennys are going? Maybe up to the Yukon. Maybe up to Alaska. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Montana the big sky country? I want to say it is. I might be wrong about that. Okay, why is the speed limit only 50 miles an hour through here? It's okay, I still got my cruise set for like 68, but apparently we're climbing up in the Rockies. I was going to say it might be time to shift, but looks like I might be at the top and headed down the other side. It looks like we're going downhill, but I don't think so because I'm not gaining any speed. And I am losing some RPMs here. Alright. Better get in this lane here because he's going to slow way up on me. And there was no traffic out there. Oh, wow. What the heck? Alright, so fifth gear is... Wait. What the heck is going on here? Am I getting slippage? Wowzers. Alright, now I think we're all set. That section of Montana might need a little bit of work. I mean, it is realistic in some areas where truckers do have a hard time to go up certain parts of hills, but that was really quick and abrupt. And now we're going downhill. Let my retarder and my transmission do some of the work there. Oh, speed limit is 70, alright. No problem. I don't think we got credit for going through Bozeman, did we? I don't remember seeing that pop up. But now it looks like we're coming up Butte, Montana. It's Butte, not Butte. But why, you say? I don't know. They pronounce it Butte. You want to say Butte because, well, that's where the 8-year-old comes out in all of us. We just want to. I see it's almost a noon hour, which means a $3,000 loan payment is going to be popping up sometime soon. What kind of a interstate change was that, man? It's like all the lines on the road disappeared and they all swerved over. Well, there's another $3,000 towards our $1 million loan that we have going. Another 358 days or so of that, and yeah, we are golden. So I'm going to guess we're not going to get to the $120,000 today, because we're back down to 110, and I'm not sure, but I'm almost confident that all of our drivers will be resting in the afternoon into the evening hours and kind of drive at night. Now, the one thing I probably should have brought up before, I said I'm not going to take out another loan. In the long run, once both of our loans get down to where they equal $500,000, what I'll do is I'll take out another $500,000 loan and pay off the other two, because I'm paying interest on 2 loans. So by doing that, I'll basically what I'm doing is I'm just saving myself interest on a loan. what I'll be doing. But that's yeah, we've got to get down to $225,000 payment on each, and we're not even close to that. It's a few pennies here and there, but you know what? A few pennies here and there sometimes are everything. Definitely going downhill because you hear the retarder in the transmission is kicking in. But already 12:30 in the afternoon, so I got 4.5 hours more on my clock. Missoula and Spokane. I thought that truck was pulled over. Must have been my imagination. I thought that truck was on the side of the road, broke down or something. That's what I got over here for. It's okay, seems like I'm gaining on him anyway, so I'm going to have to pass him at some point. Oh, speed limit is down to 65 again, so that's why I'm gaining on him. I'm going to keep it down to where I am right now. I'm marginal of getting a speeding ticket. The one thing I forgot to see is when I got weighed back, just after we went through Billings. Did they tell me that my truck is, I passed inspection, but my truck is in need of service? As we all know, all the wear in my truck is basically 95% of it is tire wear. Hello, Missoula. We should be able to get into Washington State today, I would think. I'd like to get another, like I said, another 200, well, I'd like to get 300 more miles in before the end of our clock hours, but it's going to be close. But the good thing is we're all doing interstate miles, so it's not like I'm going through cities at all. Big rest area up there. You can see all the beds to the side on the GPS. Speaking of, let's take a check on the damage on things. So 20% damage on the truck, which I'm going to visit service station immediately. I don't think so. That's all tire wear. 4% on the trailer, which is the tires on the Kennys. And 0% cargo damage, which is what we're really looking at. Now, the one thing, because it's been a while since I even traded in a vehicle, say I brought the truck in like this, where it's got 20% wear on it. Are they going to value the truck as is? So if I go get it repaired, will I get more value for my truck that way? Because obviously, if I can go repair it for like $500-700 somewhere in there, but make my vehicle worth $3,000 or $4,000 more, it's definitely worth it. I definitely don't think any of my drivers are going to be bringing any totals now, being 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, speaking of 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I got to start thinking, somewhere the next hour to have a look at the map to see where our rest area is going to be for the night. Somewhere in Washington, not quite sure where. I think we'll get through Spokane. Actually, I don't think we're that far from Spokane now, right? Just trying to picture the map in my head. Trying to figure out what he was hauling. I forgot about the 3 forklifts trailer. Is it 3 forklifts or just 2? Looks like just 2. For some reason I thought they had 3 forklifts on them. Yeah, I think it'd be really neat though if we could see our... In other words, that like if you have trucks in your company, they're driving on the road, that when you pass them, or at least you could see them out in the world. Info, Montana. What? Okay, that was interesting. I'm not sure why that came up. That's the first for me, anyways. I think technically now we're in Idaho. And actually, I don't know how much of Idaho we're actually going through. We're actually on the pretty much... Might have like 50 miles or 100 miles through Idaho. You know what, it's 2:30. I'm kind of curious. Let's go ahead and look at the map. Good time to do it. Yeah, we're not going through... We just barely got into Idaho. We're going to cruise right through it. So I got about 2.5 hours more on my clock. Yep. There's a rest area here. How far is that for me? Next checkpoint is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Well, we'll see what time it is when I get here. And if not, I got this rest area here I can always go to. So we'll see. We will see how we gain here. How do we do? Because the one I checked, that's going to be almost just shy of 5 o'clock if we stay at the current speed that we're going. And the other one may be like another half hour, 45 minutes out. I think it'll all determine on, you know, how close are we to 5 o'clock and how many more miles we got to go. Because like I said, I would love to be under 200 miles to the port of Seattle. And this to refresh my memory, it's not until Thursday, right? Thursday afternoon, yeah. Thursday afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 6:15 in the afternoon is when they're really expecting the delivery. So, yeah, not much of an issue. I got still like, that's what, 28 hours, 27 hours or so to get it there. I'm right on the borderline of if there was a cop around here, I get a speeding ticket. I'm borderline. Uh-oh, way station ahead, and I haven't been through here yet. I do have a car on that side of me. But find out here quickly. Nope, I don't have to stop. That'll save me a little bit of time. Just like that, we are into the state of Washington. Hello, Spokane. But I'm guessing tomorrow should be a really good day for the company because, well, one, I'm going to be completing a delivery where we're going to get paid $8 grand. And I think only 2 of our drivers completed deliveries today. So I assume our other 3 are on long distance drives. So when they complete, they're probably going to bring in some decent amount of cash as well. Hopefully like a couple grand. And then we can start saving up. So when we trade in this, we have a little bit more money to play with. Yeah, it all depends. I don't know how much more cash I'm going to need to trade this truck in. So we'll basically have to see whatever truck configuration I pick out when I ever get to the dealership, if we can afford it. If we can't afford it, then we move on and just wait till we have a little more cash in the company's bank account. But I'm guessing by the time I hit level 15, we should have enough cash in the bank account to be able to afford to trade this in and upgrade it to whatever it is we're going to be purchasing. I do need to slow down because I just realized the speed limit was 60. So we're good at 64. Yeah, 60 miles an hour doing 71. A cop would give me a ticket for that. How many more miles can I go in this tank here? That's the question. And it should be fine. Meaning if I don't stop here at the rest area that I originally marked and went to the next one, because the next one's just the rest area, doesn't have a fuel station there. I should be able to make it to the port of Seattle, no problem. Seems like traffic is picking up as we get closer to the ocean. Montana traffic wasn't that bad. Idaho wasn't that bad either. I think this is my rest area. Yeah, there's another hour to go, so we're going to bypass the rest area and go on to the next one. We got another hour to go. Definitely don't want to miss the next one. Of course, the problem I'm going to have is GPS is going to keep trying to bring me back to that marker, so I'm going to have to get rid of that marker and put a marker there. And next checkpoint is 1 hour, so that works out. That works out for all of us. Seems like lately I've been getting kind of lucky with the rest areas being almost right where we need them to be. And looks like we'll be just under the 200 miles to go as well. So a perfect plan worked out well. It's actually going to work out. Under 200 miles to go. starting tomorrow, so it'll be like a 3-hour trip to Seattle. So that means we'll get there around 10 o'clock in the morning-ish. Purchase a vehicle, purchase a truck to be delivered to our garage in, yep, the one south of Phoenix. Santa Fe? Is it Santa Fe? No, that's not right. I don't remember. But yeah, to the garage south of Phoenix. That's where our empty bay is, and we'll hire a driver and get them on the road. And then we'll see what we got for a load ourselves in Seattle. I'd like to go back up to Canada just because. But we'll see what's in store for us. That'll be next episode. This episode is just about over. And in a way, I'll be kind of glad to get rid of these Kennys. Been hauling them for about 3 days. Little playground there. Be a nice little place to actually pull over and get out of the truck and stretch yourself to get on the playground. No. This is my rest area too. It's almost like they were trying to make me slow down. Is there any parking here? Holy, yes there is. I don't really like the one at the end here, but that's what I'm going to choose. That way when I leave, be just a little bit easier. Turn the direction light off. I'm kind of blocking the other one, but if I go any more forward, then I'm in that path as well. I'm in neutral. Yep. Park and brake. Engines off. And that's where we are for the night. That is where we're going to be for the night. But we're not done here like we always do. Let's head on and take a look at our garage. What's going on here. Driver manager, I'm pretty sure they're all sleeping. Yes, they are. And I just want to double check. Yes, let's see. 4 points. You got 3 points. You got 4 points. Wait a minute. So you need to be on balanced. You still need to be on long distance. You are on balance. So 1 more point for you, then you can go on balance stuff. So let's see. Do they all got the current trailer finishes in 53 hours? Wow, he's going to Louisville. All right. 30 hours. 12 hours. That's good. Raleigh, North Carolina to Alamosa. Is that Raleigh, North Carolina? Really? That'd be a good. That should be a good payment. 58 hours on that one left. 16. So I got a couple of jobs I'll end tomorrow, so that'll help us out. But the main thing is what we're trying to do is get up to 120,000 today. Tomorrow, not a problem. I'm gonna bring in $8 grand. But really, we need to get up to 123 perfectly because we will have a $3,000 payment to make as well. So I don't want to go in. I don't want the bank calling me. Speaking of. At some point, and we haven't quite reached that yet, obviously, but at some point we will have a way we can borrow. Actually, we can borrow more now. Yeah, because never mind. Where the bank will allow you to borrow up to $2 million. We're not quite there yet. It's allowed me to borrow 10,000 because technically I could almost borrow 30,000. So I could probably take about 2 of these out, honestly. But that's not going to pay off these loans here at all. But 1 more morning of delivering these Kennys and we'll get a good payday and a good experience and all that fun stuff. So now we just got to sleep tonight, get up in the morning, head on to the port of Seattle, drop these off, and probably spend some cash. At least that's the plan anyways. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.